Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. Live from the heart of Northampton. Well, the outskirts of Northampton. We're going to be pedantic about things. Hope everyone is well. I'm longing for Friday. It's been a busy 2 weeks for me. I've been on every day this week for the last couple of weeks, so I'm looking forward to having some time off. But it's been a really good week on the channel. Lots of views. 1,824 to be precise. What have you been watching? Number 3 was the review of the Uriah Heep album Chaos and Colours, 120 views. And from Tuesday's retro ranking, the 20 Bad Queen songs, 146. But top of the tree, and I'm not surprised because once it went up, it went bonkers. And that's Mike Oldfield Through the Decades that I did with Joe and Richard, 204. And we have picked up 15 new subscribers this week, so it's been a huge week. The 28-day views is 6,213, and we've picked up 40 new subscribers in a month, which is amazing. So what have you been watching? Well, coming in at number 3 is the 1990s number 1 albums I did with Richard, 168. Straight in at number 2 for the month is Mike Oldfield Through the Decades, which was a fantastic show to do with Richard and Joe. Thoroughly enjoyed it, and we had 204. But at the top of the pile is Chaos and Colours album review with 235. Not much happening on the overall figures. The only thing that's gone up are the total views on the channel, which is now stands at a massive 135,734 and 668 subscribers. Pretty good stuff. Not much change on the views though. Jethro Tull still third, Derek Riggs artwork second, and of course Status Quo, which is now standing at 6,406, just on one thing. Good evening, Ralph. Hope you are well. We've got a few little obituaries this week. We've got 2 music ones and 2. Good evening, Richard. We've got 2 nun ones that need a mention for us in the UK that love our sport. So we're going to, this week, song composer Tom Whitlock died. I know he's famous for writing songs for movies. He wrote Take My Breath Away and what Danger Zone, both featured in Top Gun, of course. Yeah, he sadly had Alzheimer's disease and he was 68. He died on February the 17th. Blues musician Victor Bronx died on the 20th of February, age 81. Now, he's worked with loads of people. Clapton, Hendrix, Blackmore, Gillan, Purple, Memphis Slim, Dr. John. But he's widely remembered for playing Caphias on the original recording of Jesus Christ Superstar. And he wrote a song for Black Sabbath, Warning, which was on that very first Black Sabbath album. Bruce Barthol, bass player with Country Joe and the Fish, sadly died on the 20th, age 75. But sporting ones, we lost 2 sport legends this week here in the UK. Firstly, on the 19th of February, we lost the legend Dickie Davis, anchorman on ITV's World of Sport throughout the 70s, died sadly aged 94. And today we lost the mega commentator on footy, the one and only John Motson Motti, Now, I have met Motti, and what a nice man he is. I met him, I was on a train going to Manchester, and he got on and he sat opposite me, and we sat talking football all the way to Manchester. What a nice guy. He's got such a memory. Oh, wonderful man. Died today, age 77. So I thought I'd mention him because he is a legend, especially here for us Brits. Last week's Battle of the Band was Battle of the Bands, Battle of the Day Museum. Get a grip. Very, very close. About a couple of votes in the end, and it went to Little Richard. Dave, for the 25 calendar, blimey, what's happening in 25? I'll do that in a minute. Come on, Dave, what's happening in 2025? Anyway, this week's battle is the Battle for Manchester. Stone Roses versus the Smiths. Oh, very nice. Well, I'm looking forward to that. Anyway, today I've had someone tell me that none of them are the Kings of Manchester. The Fool are. End of story, and that was his comment. Yeah. I reminded him that the Fool are a different genre. They're more post-punk than alternative music. So, yeah. Anyway, what have I got for you next week? Well, we've reached part 6 of the John Mitchell story. Now, this next week, we'll be looking at It Bites, a band that I've seen, but not the John Mitchell in. I saw them in 87. But John Mitchell joined the band, and they're a pretty cool band, and that's who we'll be looking at. Classic album next week. We're going to look at a Billy Joel album on one of my favourites, Street Life Serenade. Good album. Yes, this bloke said that the Smiths didn't rule. It's the Fool, but there you go. And apparently, going off topic again, I am the chairman of the secret society for the Hot Space album, according to Richard. Yeah, when I was doing that one, I knew that Richard would. Yeah, I'd get a little bit of friendly banter from Mr. McCook. Wonderful, Charles, to see you back. Yeah, I'll admit to it. No. Yeah. Can I just say, welcome back, Charles? We have missed you. Anyway, where were we? We're up to Tuesday of next week, and it's the last. Can't believe it's the last Tuesday of the month. So that means it's Ladies' Day. And the album ranking is a very hard-working musician, songwriter, PJ Harvey. We're going to look at her albums. And retro ranking next week is the one and only, the barefooted singer herself, Miss Sandie Shaw. Some great tunes in there. Really enjoyed putting that one together. Next week's Marathon Wednesday is a viewer's request, and it's for one of the bands that sort of gets forgotten about from the new wave of heavy metal back in the 80s. The band Demon have made some cracking albums. Thursday, Battle of the Debuts. We're sort of saying on the same sort of vein as this week's. We're going to take two other bands of the indie sort. We're going to be looking at Suede against Supergrass, which of course has got Supergrass has got a former presenter of Top Gear before, Clarkson and Co. Pick'em Mix next week is the Camera's View, and next week we're going to have a look at Muse. Now, I've been giving Muse a hard time on this channel, so I thought I'd do something that I love from Muse, and we're going to look at their DVD recorded in Paris, Hullabaloo, which is an absolute belter. It comes in surround sound, which is even better. Then Friday we have got live album ranking, and we're going to look at Van Halen. There's 3 albums, so really good. And then we got a new album next week, and another one that's been looking forward to, and that's the Winery Dogs, Mr. Portnoy and Mr. Sheehan. I can't remember the other guy, but Winery Dogs album just called 3. It's out, and we'll be doing the review of that. And also next Friday, a big day, it's the launch of Let Me Introduce Yourself contest at 10 a.m. The video will go up at 10 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Richie Colson, that's it. It was on the tip of me tongue. So there are a few rules to this, though. If you're not subscribed to the channel, why not? You must subscribe to the channel to enter the contest. The other thing is you must make a video. You've got to sit there and make a little video like I do. And once the video is made, make a comment in the comment thing, not as a link, so I know that you're involved. The closing date will be March the 22nd at... Sorry, I just put... Well, yeah, that's one of Motty's great comments. Yeah, sadly... Anyway, let's go back to the competition. Yeah, the closing date is March the 22nd at 10 a.m. And the winner will be drawn live on the live stream at round about 8:30-ish on the Thursday night. I will have a hat and all your names are going in it. But on the Wednesday, I will put up a thing of all the people that have taken part. So look out for that. And if your name, can't stop this, I've got to start again. Right. If I pull your name out of the hat, you will win an Amazon voucher for the value of £30 or the equivalent in whatever country you come from. So the video will go up next Friday. All the rules and regulations will be in the description as well. So get your thinking hats on, and all you've got to do for that is put a tape together. You mentioned the cassettes for those of it. 30 minutes of music that describes your music tastes. I've already had one person send me their link to Spotify. Now, if you've got Spotify and you want to do that...
John is calling.
Won't be a minute, folks. I must remember to turn off my she must be obeyed. No, I'll won't be a minute, folks. I am. I'm doing this live stream. You ran come through my live stream all over YouTube. That's all right. I'll ring you back. I'll call you back. All right. Bye. That's it. Cool. Sorry about that, folks. Normally I would edit that out and put it in for the bloopers, but I couldn't. We're alive. So sorry about that. I have. Trust me. Where was I? Yes, if you've got Spotify and you want to send me your link to your playlist, feel free to, because one person's already done that. Sent me their musics. 29 minutes, 51 seconds. Yeah, I will next time. So just 30 minutes of music. And if you want to send me your Spotify list, you certainly can, because I will, even if you don't, when I watch your video, I will actually, what's the word I'm looking for? I will watch it, won't we? We'll sit and listen to it, the music as well. Anyway, more about that later. I'm all of a fuffle now, being interrupted. So what's the work I'm listening to? Well, James Bond. I've listened to 21 now. So this weekend is Casino Royale. Now that is a movie I do like, because it's one of the Bond's movies that actually reasonably sticks to the book. And it's Daniel Craig's first one. The last two Bond films, it's been a chore, but this one will be good because I like this one. David Bowie, 22 of the 26 listen to now. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, 12 of the 20, getting through that. Nearly done Jeff Beck, up to 11 of 14. Nick Turner, 6 of 8. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, I've only listened to 4 of those. Camelot, 3 of the 12. Count Raven, 3 of 5. New ones on the list. Mr. Oliver Wakeman, 1 of 6. And tomorrow, his dad's got his new album coming out, which is going to be good. System of Down, 1 of the 5. Curved Air, a little bit more prog been added. 1 of 8. Lynyrd Skynyrd, 1 of 11. Buffalo Springfield, 1 of the 3. We've done the classic album this week, so we will be doing an album ranking at some stage. And one that Dave doesn't even know about, Gary Newman's Collaborations, 1 of 3. Completed is the full David Brock, ex-Hawkwind, of course. Gary Newman's done, Narcissus is done, and Altered Images. So, right, let's have a look and see who's in Indie House tonight. Good evening, Rock Beast. You'll be pleased to know Motley Crue, April. My opinion on Tusk, it's an okay album, too many tracks on it. Too many filler. Who else is? What else have I missed? Yes. Good. Hello, Mick. Sorry for thing. And the other news this week, if I can find him, is Rocky. Here he is. He's had a haircut. Look at that. What a posh boy. He's had his ears shortened. Haven't you? We had a haircut this week, Anna. And he's had a had a pair bath, and so he's all looking posh, isn't you? So one very smart looking dachshund. Doesn't last long though, does it, with you? Good evening, Stephen. You're like Wednesday Demons full album ranking. He got the full pampering, he certainly did. And he loves it. He really, really loves his bath. Because when he comes out the bath, he loves the rub of the towel. And this is how he's a bit of a tart. When you get the hairdryer out, he lays on his back and just lets you do it. Go on, then you can go back in your bed now. Sharp dressed dog, yeah, he certainly is. Well, the other thing I've done today is actually put Stephen's top 10 for his birthday together. And what a selection of tracks that man's got in his top 10. Absolutely brilliant stuff. Oh, sit for a beer. Oh. Anyway, how many people haven't watched my 20 bad Queen songs? Someone actually put a thumbs down on that. Someone didn't disagree. It wasn't you, Richard, was it? Yeah. There's one album in the Queen collection, and I'm sure everyone knows that I totally dislike and Richard loves. So there's always some nice friendly banter. Not this time. Sandbag in your house? Are you expecting a storm or a hurricane? Mate, that's not very good. Hot space, yeah. That got a lot of slating, and so did the Miracle. And tomorrow night, I'm off to a gig. I'm going to Nuneaton tomorrow to see Silmarillion. Oh, I thought it was Tuesday, but as I'm getting old and batty, I got just the wrong day. Due storm on Friday. Oh, well, I hope it goes all right. Yes, don't try Silly. It is a garbage song. But the one that really, apart from, I mean, I know you like Body Language, but that thing at the end of Heaven, I can't even think of the bloody album now. The last one they did after Freddie died, that 20-minute thing going, every now. What a pointless waste of space that is. Yeah, I'll check the news as well. Made in Heaven. That's it. I knew it had something to do with heaven. And I don't like Delilah either. Awful song. As I said, I wouldn't sit here and tell you about what Rocky sometimes does. I want to hear what Freddie's cats were doing. No, as I said, if anyone has listened to it, they deserve a VC big as a frying pan. Good evening, Rob. Hope you're well. Oh, yeah, Spare's got one or two highlights, but I think to me the last real good Queen album was probably Jazz. That's the one that I like every track on. I do like some of the tracks on the game. But I don't like Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Never have. Jazz is an excellent album. Even the little ditty Bicycle Race. Very good song. Well, I'm sure everyone's watched the Mike Oldfield Through the Decades. What an immense fun First one I brought, oh dear, tell my age. I saved up my what pocket money I got from my nan, and and the first one I ever got is my favourite one. And that's probably why it's my favourite one, and that's Sheer Heart Attack. Yeah, it was only about 7 or 8. It was just 6, 7, something like that. Well, that was me going in to a shop buying Queen albums. But I think my dad played it a lot more than what I did. Oh, what a good album! Well, it didn't get a mention on the show, but it is a good album. I like that. It's got that Celtic thing, and I like getting lost in the Celtic stuff. Yeah, I watched the Seven Goal Thriller last night. Bit Clanad-like. Yeah, that's one way of describing it, Stephen. A bit Clanad-like. I don't own Queen's Greatest Hits. Four apiece. I think this one's going to be a tough one, a close one. We could actually have our first ever draw. Because that's two great albums. Yeah, it'd be nice to watch you two doing a session. I'm not doing anything. I haven't got back to Richard yet on compilation album number ones. I've just been far too busy this week. We'll probably do it. If you're free, I'll send you an email. But I'm probably looking at next Saturday if you're free. I've just been so busy. I've not just had channel stuff to do. I've had some personal stuff to deal with. Pension stuff, absolutely bonkers. Forms for this, forms for that, forms for the other. I can't. I'll have to find it. Yeah, no problem, Richard. Just drop me a bell when you want to do it because mine's ready to go. I've got a really good one. I've got an idea for me, you, and Rob to do. It's nothing. It's just more of a sort of. I don't know if you guys wrote this. Just have a rant about things that annoy you in music. Being retired is a full-time job. Yeah, tell me about it. I think I work harder now than I did when I worked. But I haven't got to get up at silly o'clock anymore. And if my back hurts, I can I can rest. But I just sit here doing this. I've entered a routine now, which is pretty sad. But yeah. So, do you want to play the game? can you name the back the pictures on the album? We'll turn them around this week. So can't start having a, if I get my big head out of the way. There we go. If I sit at an angle, you should be able to see them all. Have a look at them and then put what albums are. Some are pretty obvious. Yeah. And there was 3 in Dead Ringer. They're probably the easiest 2. One of them's pretty obvious, but the picture may deceive you a bit. I like this sitting at the angle thing. Yes, my caller on Foreigner. No, they're sort of a super prog room. There you go. No, the Seconds Out's not there because that one there is. Then there was 3. That's Dead Ringer, which you've all pointed out, but we got the monkey, the little squiggly thing, the band, and that one, which I don't think no one's going to get that one behind me there. You might not get that one. That one you may. All bands, I think everybody on there has been featured at some stage on the channel. This one here is a solo album of a band we've been talking about tonight. They've been, that one has been mentioned tonight. I think even his name's been mentioned tonight, and they haven't. You're saying nothing. Right, we'll do this way. Right, we'll start with this one. That one there. The name of the band. It's not Cozy Powell. That band have been mentioned tonight already. And that one there, now he's one of my favourite singers. He's been in not just this band. There's 3 people in this band that have been in other bands. One has had a #1 hit single. The other made his debut in a band, and their first performance was at the Isle of Wight Festival. And the other one has been in 2 great prog bands and one of my favourite rock bands. Bad Company, no. And that picture there is a bit deceiving of him because he's got longer hair. And also 2 of them went on to make albums as a duo. Well, I think I've got everyone this week. I knew I would. Rainbow, no. Right, I'll give you a clue. See how good you are. That'll be the odd cookie here, and his name is Mandy Meyer. He took over from another guitarist who now plays with the keyboard player in that band. No, it's not Fleetwood Mac. Band only had one really. Oh, well done, Stephen. It's Asia, yes. Which album is it, though? Which is the flip side of that? Yeah, that one. There's John Wetton, Jeffrey Downs, Cole Palmer with long hair, and Mandy Meyer. Astra, yeah, it's Astra. Well done, you've got that one. Now, let's try this one. Let's go down your memories. They've been mentioned in the schedule for next week. Yeah, Astra's a good album. Yeah, the band have been mentioned in. They're on next week. One of the shows next week. This band. It's had 3 singers, 2 bass players, and the guitarist and the drummer are related. There's an easy clue. There's an easy clue. And then look, Pantera, no. And one of their singers was in another band and has had a very successful solo career, and we featured him on a story series. So I'll give you another clue. What tracks are on here? There's not any. There's no. It's not the. It's the names of the thing. One of their singers was their original singer, and the singer they had before he came back was in another band that we featured not so long ago. And another great band. What about if I say Extreme? Does that help? Well, that's another go. The opening track on this album is called Mine, All Mine. Hang on, I've not given Rocky any room. Hey, there you go. No idea, right. The band that one of the singers, he was the lead singer of Montrose. Van Halen, yay. The album's, was it OU812. Now that one there, he's got a his name is got the person's got the exact name, and he drums in another band. So it's a drummer we're talking about, and there's 2 drummers with the same name in 2 bands. Yeah. No, you're on the right track though. You got the right person. And there's a track on this one. Let's have what the track's on here. He does a few covers on here. There's Raisin in the Street, Masters of War, and a track on here called It's an Illusion, which he does with Rick Parfitt. Rocky knows. Power Station, no. The band's got the thing. Roger Taylor, yeah, it's Roger Taylor, yes. That's the Strange Frontier album. Now this one may be hard. He's still going strong today. He was in a band. Then he left the band, and that's one of the first albums he made when he left a very... No, not Moody Blues. This one, as I was saying, he joined a successful band. He's also did work with someone that died this week. Appears on the same album. He also goes under the name of Garth Rocket. Again, someone that we have featured as a story. One of my favourite bands. You know who it is? It's the Wolf. Now, if anyone does anyone remember that one of Hanna-Barbera's cartoons, it's the Wolf. He goes, I know who it is. It's the Wolf. And that big sheepdog would come on. I'm coming, Lambsy. Yes. Yeah, I think I know what you mean, but it's not on that album. I don't think. No. I'll give you some of the tracks on it. I'll give you that one because that's the name of the album. 5 Moons is a track on it. Over the Hill. And Good Hand Leeser. There are 3 tracks, Ian Gillan, yeah. That's yeah. It's not Gillan, it's the Ian Gillan Band, and the album's Clear Turbulence. One of the jazz fusion albums. Well, I just think I've stumped you this week. Yeah, I won this week. Anyway, I'm going to cut this one short because I have got to make a phone call. Also, that I've got a bit of a busy day tomorrow, and I'm going to a gig, and I just need to have a bit of a rest this weekend. So, sorry about it being a bit short tonight, but I need to think. Masters of War is Dylan. It's a Dylan song. Yeah, so thank you again for coming in. Let's have a look at the poll. It's even Stevens. 50% each. So at the moment, it's a draw. We'll see how this one plays out. Tomorrow, it's a live album ranking. And we're going to do some German rock with Accept. And tomorrow is the new album from Stevie Vai, which is a sort of new old album. Yeah, it'll be a bit longer next week. I'm sorry, folks. I must make this call. I think it's quite important. I wouldn't ring unless it was doing. Yeah, be safe, Mick. I will be looking in thing. I've as Becky's on the Facebook page. I'll message Becky on sometime on Friday. Okay, folks, sorry about this one tonight, but these things can't be helped. So I will see you all tomorrow or next week. See you all next week. Bye for now.